students, welcome to the session. In the previous session, I explained regarding the refining methods, distillation, liquefaction and electrolytic refining. Today, I will explain the remaining refining methods, zone refining, vapor phase refining and chromatographic methods. Let us start with the zone refining. The semiconductors are usually purified by this zone refining method. And also, if you want very pure metal, that ultra pure metal, then we can use this zone refining method. If you use this method for the refining, about 99.9% pure metal we will get. Therefore, if you want very pure metal, then we can use this zone refining method. The elements which are purified by this method are silicon, germanium, gallium, boron, etc. The principle involved in this method is the impurities are more soluble in molten region than in the solid region. I will repeat, the impurities are more soluble in the molten region than in the solid region. In this method, inside the furnace, impure metal rod is taken. Impure metal rod is surrounded by electrical circular mobile heater. Mobile heater means movable heater. By using this circular mobile heater, the impure metal rod is heated. When we heat this impure metal rod, the zone which is surrounded by the electrical mobile heater melts. When it melts, the electrical mobile heater is moved into the next zone. Now, the previous zone starts solidification and the adjacent zone starts melting. Now, we know the principle. The impurities are more soluble in the molten region than in the solid region. Therefore, the impurities present in the previous zone move into the next zone. When the adjacent zone melts, the electrical mobile heater move into the next zone. Same way, the impurities are also moved into the next zone. The same procedure is repeated for several times. Then, at one end we will get only the impurities and in the other end we will get pure metal. The impurities cut off, then we will get the pure metal in one side. The carefulness we have to take is, we have to move the electrical mobile heater in the same direction in all the trials. Then at one end we will get the impurity and in the other end we will get the pure metal. If you move the electrical mobile heater left to right, in the right side we will get only the impurities, left side we will get pure metal. This is zone refining method. The next method is vapor phase refining. The metals like nickel, titanium, zirconium, hafnium are purified by this vapor phase refining. There are two conditions to select this vapor phase refining. The first condition is the metal should be converted into volatile component with the suitable reagent. This is the first condition. Metal should be converted into volatile component by using suitable available reagent. The second condition is the volatile component should be easily decomposed into pure metal. If the metal satisfies these two conditions, then we can can use this vapor phase refining. There are two methods in vapor phase refining. The first method is Mond's process of refining of nickel. Using Mond's process we can refine nickel. In this method, nickel is heated with carbon monoxide gas at a temperature of 330 to 350 Kelvin. 330 to 350 Kelvin. Then the volatile complex tetracarbonyl nickel is formed. This volatile complex tetracarbonyl nickel is further heated at temperature of 450 Kelvin to 470 Kelvin. Then it undergoes decomposition reaction giving rise to nickel and carbon monoxide gas. Now we have to balance these equations. Here there are 4 carbon monoxide molecules, therefore 4 CO, and here also the second equation 4 CO. You have to write this condition, temperature condition. Temperature condition is 330 Kelvin to 350 Kelvin. You have to remember this temperature. If you remember this temperature, you can easily to remember this second temperature. Add 100 to that, then you will get 450 to 470, and the temperature range is about 20 Kelvin. While writing the equation, these conditions are most important one. You have to remember and you have to write this. And like this way, you will get pure metal. This is Mond's process of refining of nickel. The next process is Van Arkel process. Van Arkel process of refining of zirconium or titanium. I will take zirconium as an example. The zirconium may contain oxygen or nitrogen as an impurity. To remove this, we can use Van Arkel process. In this method, impure zirconium is heated with iodine gas in an evacuated vessel. Then zirconium reacts with iodine, giving rise to the volatile compound zirconium iodide. The formula is ZrI4, zirconium iodide. For balancing, 2I2. This volatile zirconium iodide is next passed through electrically heated tungsten filament, and it is electrically heated at a temperature of 1800 Kelvin. Now the pure zirconium is deposited on the surface of tungsten filament. I will write the reaction: zirconium iodide ZrI4, which is heated, then it undergoes decomposition reaction giving rise to zirconium and iodine gas, and this zirconium is deposited on the surface of tungsten filament. Pure zirconium we will get on the surface of tungsten filament. That is regarding Van Arkel process of refining of zirconium. If you want to refine titanium, then what you have to do? In the place of zirconium, you have to write titanium. That's all. That is regarding vapor phase refining. The next method is chromatographic methods. Chromatographic method is used to separate the components from the mixture. The lanthanides are available as a mixture in the earth crust. To separate that, we can use this chromatographic method. Here, the lanthanides are separated by chromatographic methods. There are several chromatographic methods are there: thin layer chromatography, paper chromatography, column chromatography, gas chromatography, etc. Here we are using column chromatography. The principle involved in this column chromatography is different components are differently adsorbed on the surface of adsorbent. I will repeat the principle. Different components are differently adsorbed on the surface of adsorbent. In this method, a glass tube is taken and inside the glass tube a cotton is fixed here, and in the glass tube we have to introduce two phases, stationary phase and mobile phase. Stationary phase usually used is aluminium oxide or silica gel or magnesium oxide. The mobile phase is decided depending upon the components to be separated. To select the mobile phase, first we have to do thin layer chromatography, the TLC, then we can decide the mobile phase. In this method, this is the stationary phase, silica gel is used, and here the mixture of components to be separated is introduced. Now, when we introduce the mixture of components, the different components present in the mixture are differently adsorbed on the surface of the silica gel. Therefore, we will get different color bands. Now, we have to separate these components by using suitable solvent. The suitable solvent is called elute, and the process of removal of adsorbed components from the stationary phase is called elution. The process of removal of adsorbed components from the stationary phase by using a solvent is called elution. So, by using suitable solvent, we can separate the adsorbed components and the different components present in the mixture. Thank you.